A topic that we encounter very frequently, but there is very little written or spoken about it when it comes to trademark filings at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office is signature requirements. You really can't have an application or a registration that's proper and complete without a proper and complete signature. Now, this often gets overlooked because there are so many important details and substance that goes into drafting and prosecuting and moving through a trademark application. And so the signature may be overlooked. I want to spend a few moments today talking about the importance of those signatures. I recently attended a webinar that the USPTO put on all about signature requirements. And this was, I was very thankful that they did this to go over some of the ethical and procedural and other rules regarding signatures, because when it comes to the signature, it's not so much how you sign the online form, although that is tricky and important, and we'll get to that in a second. It's really who signs the form that's important and what their title is. The signature might sometimes come from an attorney, and it might sometimes come from the applicant itself. If the applicant is a corporation, that has its own set of details regarding who has the authority to bind and sign for the corporation or the company or the business. If it's a partnership or a joint venture, that can have complications as well when it comes to who signs. And when it comes to changing powers of attorney or appointing an attorney, there are specific procedural, ethical, and other guidelines for who signs the different filings and when. So don't overlook the importance of signing the USPTO forms and documents. And in particular, it's because of two things. The signature, number one, is required to make the filing valid. But number two, the signature in many of these filings is actually a declaration. It's a signature of a declaration that the information submitted is true and accurate and submitted under penalty of perjury, and that it's true and accurate to the best knowledge of the person who's indicated as signing it. So that's why, for example, you will frequently find attorneys who require applicants, clients, to sign the information in the application about when the trademark was used and what products or services it's used on or intended to be used on, because the signatory is declaring that they know that to be the fact. And an improper signature or a false declaration can lead to accusations of fraud and other problems and possibly a void application or a challenged registration. So that's the first reason that it's extremely important. The other reason is that the mechanics are clunky because of the USPTO forms. And when you go to sign, there are emails and permissions and logins sometimes. And the real takeaway that I want to leave you with is that in order to put your name in the signature field, you actually have to put a / and then your name and then another / in the signature field box. And that's often overlooked despite the filing instructions and signature instructions. So that's just an added complexity to the signature process that has a lot of importance, as I've detailed in this episode. If you have questions about your trademark application, about proper signatures, or about any future topics that you'd like to hear covered in these episodes, please leave a comment or reach out to me. If you subscribe to the podcast and really enjoy it, please leave a rating, leave a comment so others know. I have been hearing from many people recently about how much they enjoy the podcasts from not only all over the country, but actually all over the world, and that's really gratifying. So I would love it if you could leave a rating so that other people will be more likely to find out about the podcast and we can spread the word. Thanks.